You'll never guess what I got. So, yes, I'm going to be going on a serious nostalgia trip. I might not have told you all, but this is my iPod Touch 4th generation. And I broke the digitizer, and I'll upload the video, and the link will be in the description to the video I filmed where my digitizer was broken, but I dropped this on tiled floor, and it completely got destroyed. So, I'm going to be completely replacing it, actually. And I'm going to be first unboxing the case. And if I can find my knife, that will occur. BRB. Okie dokie, I'm back. So, as I said, I'll be unboxing the case. Now, this should be a Speck CandyShell, and it should be in a mint color, I believe. Oh, I have no clue how this packaging works. Okay, so I had to cut that bit out because it had my address on it, but here it is. Now, it's a bit more green in person, but, I mean, the video quality from this does give a bit of an idea of what it looks like. But, now I need to figure out how to open this. Oh, that's pretty simple. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now, this came today, and, by today I mean this Sabbath. Here we go, this is the case. Appears to be very sturdy. It's all one piece. Really rigid, really high quality. I like how it feels. And, as you can tell, it's got that grippy on it. But I'm gonna shuck that all aside and put that off camera. Now, this is going to be the iPod itself, and, here we go. Here goes nothing. Now, bear with me, this is 100% blind. I do not know, like, exactly what it's gonna be like. He did show a picture, but it was basically just a school that was getting rid of all their old iPod Touch 4s, because, let's face it, it's 10 years old. But, it might be scratched. I do know it has the school's name written on the back. And they did not say it was coming with a case. Okay. So, yep, it has a name. 8 gigabytes. Now, they also told me in the post that this does not come with a charging cable or headphones, which is fine by me. I need to check this again, just to make sure I did not forget anything. That is got nothing in it. Let's see, nothing and nothing. Okay. So, I'm gonna power this on and see what it looks like. Okay. Boy, I forgot how small this thing is. The case is very cheap. I do not want to use this. Taking it off right now, actually, I hate it that much. Okay, so I just had to get my, system set up again. And you see, basically, I had to use my extremely secure Wi-Fi password setting because my unsecured did not work. So, I'll set it up as a new iPod, sign in with Apple ID, and I'm gonna do that. Due to Apple's two-factor authentication stuff, this phone, I can't use it tomorrow. This is very annoying. Okay, so it has been 2 weeks. I finally got my account verified, and I decided to set this up. I used it for a bit, and, so now I'm going to show you what it's like to use this. Okay, now the video quality on this is the exact same as this camera that I'm recording on. 720p 30, but I decided to record in 640 by 480 because it gives me the full view. But you can see. Now the camera works. Both of them. You can see my bed cover. And it's really fun making like a little meme video, whatchamajigger. I have no clue what to call it. But what I mean is this. Wide cow. So even though I have not used this since February of 2019, everything is so familiar and easy to use and just do stuff. Like, let's say I want to change the keyboard. Well, I mean, it's not hard, and it's like ingrained in you. Now, if you want to add the emoji keyboard, well, it's not exactly hard to do that either. Boom. And I just find it super convenient and easy. And I like using it. It's small, it's extremely lightweight and thin. And it really has aged extremely well, surprised. Okay, now just as an example, I have my iPhone 6S here. And I'm going to open up Photos. It's not exactly slow. It loads extremely quickly, actually. But when it comes to multitasking, that is a bit slower, along with opening up the App Store. That is painfully slow. And also another thing I don't like is how you can't just go like this. And it's something I find myself using a lot and doing a lot. Now, next thing I'll try is opening up the Notes app. That loaded a bit quicker than I expected. Okay, now, let's try opening this. That was quicker than I expected. Okay, now, here, I don't have really any apps that I could use as a similar thing, aside from Snapseed. Which, I mean, it does take the time you'd expect for iOS 6. And they both have a really smooth response time. This has got a really nice smoothness to it that you can see here. In fact, this one actually looks a bit jittery compared to this, which is just smooth. And it is the exact same as on my iPhone 4S, and they all have 60Hz displays. I'm not 100% certain if this is a 60Hz display, but it sure feels like it. Now I'll try opening up the calendar app, and it's not very slow. And loading stuff just takes extremely similar times. So this has aged extremely well. It's not supported by very many apps, sadly, but if you can download the apps that you have already downloaded on a newer phone, like this one, you can download them again, like with Snapseed or CubeCut. And very unironically for me, I decided to download 2 defunct applications. 3, actually. That's these here. So the thing about these 3 apps that you're seeing right now, YouTube Capture is what I used to upload all my YouTube videos on before I switched to this phone. And everything that you saw was 100% straight from this, uploaded via YouTube Capture. And then there's Lego Movie, which is Lego Movie Maker. They have removed this and placed it up with another app. You're extremely lucky if you have this old one. I really do like it. And it runs extremely well on this, actually, which is how I made the greater majority of my stop motion movies. They weren't quality, but I made them a lot. And let's face it, with kids, if you can make a large amount of videos with extremely horrendous quality at extremely large amounts, that's brilliant. Now we have Animation Express, another one that I downloaded. Don't ask me why, I downloaded so much stuff back then. And, let's see. No thanks, not paying for it. And you can animate stuff with it. It's not easy. And in no wise is it fun. It's actually extremely hard to make stuff, especially if you're an impatient child like 8-year-old me was. But hey. Now next we have Video Zoom. This is an extremely laggy video app that runs at about 4 frames per second. If it even loads. Now this actually seems to be running at about 15 frames per second or something. It still does lag and have dropouts, and what I think is cool is you can zoom. And I fumbled it. Now one thing I don't like about this is that camera has no focus. It has no focusing. And that is something this phone has. Both of these, actually. And my iPhone 4S, so that gets extremely annoying and your photos will end up being blurry. Now, if you want to get this just for, simple internet browsing, I can see how you would get it and why it is a possible thing for you to use. And just for the novelty of having something that is currently 10 years plus old, I've had mine for 8 years, actually. But it's in a million pieces, which I had to buy this one for that same reason, because, well, you'll see. Yeah. Kids don't treat their stuff very well. It doesn't work. I mean, the screen doesn't work, but I mean, I'm not spending $30 for something just for a screen. I literally got this for $30 for the whole case and iPod, okay? I'm not paying $30 just for the screen. So, I mean, back to what I was saying. This iPod's very nice and fun to use, and if you have a ton of iOS 6 apps that can run on it, yeah, sure, go ahead and use it, but this has a big problem. It will not, almost all the apps, 99% of the apps, are no longer supported on this. It actually, almost every app I knew that ran on this lost support in 2019, which is the year I did not use it, because I came back and all the apps that I used to use did not work anymore, because I tried downloading them. So if you're trying to get this for a kid or something, I would recommend to go with the iPod Touch 5th generation or the 6th generation. I had a knockoff iPod Touch 5. I'm not exactly sure how it was. iOS 9 ran okay. I mean, I could download the greater majority of the apps that I wanted, but iPod Touch 6 is pretty cheap, and sadly it does not have the loop, which for me was a humongous thing. Absolutely humongous thing. But, I mean, it's fine by me, because it's a whole lot faster, but I decided just to get this for the novelty factor. But I would definitely recommend the iPod Touch 6 over this, obviously. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video, whenever I upload it. Bye.